Welcome back to another episode of As the Bale Turns. Yeah, don't worry. That lot's not mine. Haha. Yeah, I don't want that job. Middle of poop spreading, as you will see in this episode. We're currently in the middle of our what they call an Indian summer. And now that's not a racist term. That's an actual prairie term that everybody uses, even the First Nations. What happens is after you get a cold snap, minus temperatures, it warms up a little bit. They call it the Indian summer. They always have. Nobody's hurt by it. Nobody's offended by it. I know. I've asked. Anyway, so what's going on? So, yeah, like I said, I'm getting through the poop spread. And this is day 2 of 4 days of double digits to teens of warmth. There's still some corn out here. Squirrel! So what's going on? Well, I'm heading over to our friend's place, Bennett's, as you will see in a minute. I'll bring you back in the video. Just driving along the gravel road. And we have a very busy gravel road near our farm, so I pull way over to see a semi coming the other way. And the semi coming the other way wasn't going terribly fast, or I thought. And as he passes, big waves, because, you know, friendly people. Boom! So there's that. That's a clue-in window. Just glad it's not all one piece like the Fords, like that blue thing we used to have. But that's probably still going to be somewhere in the region of about $300. Honestly. What's the song go like? 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Yeah. So needless to say, there will be a piece of plastic board or something going in there in the meantime. Honest to gosh. Scared the poop out of me though. Literally. Hi. Hiya. So yeah, no, everybody's getting off at their fall work. This is our, the people that bought our, this was our field. This is Chunion. So yeah, they make a lot of bales. I don't know, they make like 3,000 straw bales a year, these guys. Yeah, huge big slough that used to be there with 2 grain bins. That's all that's left. And they messing about. They messing about there. And one of my other neighbours, he is getting ready to light up his brush piles. So, and I know this is kind of an awkward thing as a person who is environmentally minded, who likes to recycle and plant trees. I do love the smell of wood fire. Yes, I do. So, bring you back when I get hooked up to the discs at the Bennett's. So, you'll notice I'm not disking. And that's still broken. And for those who know this area, they know that I'm heading in the wrong direction. Looks like I just blew a heater core. Fun. Well, the good news, it doesn't seem like the heater core went. That's the heater valve, I think that's called. Switch, because there's the cable. So something about that, when you turn it, it's leaking. It's not leaking right now. discs apart. Hey Bennett, what am I doing? I am ripping. So this stuff here, I don't know what kind of grass it is, but the turf is like 6 inches thick. And if you don't come right back within a few days, this stuff starts growing right back down, stuck to the ground. So the discs just weren't quite doing the job. So now it's dragging in huge chunks. Awesome. So I figured, as you can see, this has a 12-inch sweeps on it. So I'm hoping this will get, oh yeah. Yeah, you can tell she's bumpy. I'm hoping this will get the turf up off the ground and start drying it out. I tell you, this is not a fun job. So yeah, supposed to be poop spreading, but today and tomorrow are supposed to be the last of the warm, dry days. So I really wanted this job done before we get any more moisture and before winter starts. Because once this kind of gets to dry out and then it gets frosted, that will also help break this turf down. That's my theory. But we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Come on! So, we're starting this. I'm not a big one for bale processing because I feel there's a fair bit of waste between them walking along it, pooping and peeing on it, because they do that. We all know that. Doo-doo. But oddly enough, we're clinically out of grazing. Now, we could be letting them into that field, but the bales are not picked. We could be letting them into the other field that we took multiple cuts off of. Problem being is one end of it has a whole stack of bales in it, and if we fenced it off, that would be great, but I don't want to do a temporary fence and trust that, because we all know cows and calves, they don't know what a temporary fence is. Plus, this is that second cut that got raked 2 and 3 times, so I want to get it used up. And I feel if we process it, kind of makes it a little bit more palatable. So we're about to see. So there's a second cut from that field right there. And then that stuff that I put around those slough bales, because they seem to want to just go back over there and hang out and eat on that long paddock grass that's over there. They don't like walking all the way down here to pick away at these. The calves have been down here, but the cows don't come down much. So I put ditch hay around there to kind of try and lure them back down here. So usually once you get the first crew in here, it brings the rest of them because they start hollering at each other. So just like that. I can guarantee you the faraway cow, I bet you that's number 22. You're a sassafras, are you? You've been a troublemaker all summer. What are you following me for? That's hay. Eat the hay. Hay. Well, lordy, it's not Ike. It's her companion, Tank. Come on. Yeah, they'll like this stuff. Anyway, let's get back to poop spread. It's almost time, big guy. The sun's going down. almost done. Looking not too bad condition. You're not hurting there, big fella. You must have had all your jobs done before it was even fall. Look at the meat on you. Cheapers. Mama flops. That wasn't you, sorry. Yeah, they're not hurting. Mama Suki. Put it. You're looking good, girl. Yeah. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Oh, butt scratch, 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 butt scratch. Do the shark, do the shark, do the shark. Yeah. Don't have time. But relax, Mom. Okay. You know. The weather is about to change and it's already getting pretty cold. We were seeing pictures from 6 or 7 hours west of here where it's an absolute whiteout blizzard, snow everywhere. So they're saying we're to get some snow, but mainly wet. So here we go. Hopefully we can keep at this, because past the halfway mark, past 100 loads spread, so lightning and thunder, and ice pellets, and torrential downpours. Just waiting for locusts and frogs to fall from the sky. Eight-tenths of an inch. It's gonna be sloppy. Very sloppy. And here's how this works. It's not often that the lagoon is this low, but yeah, so that's the big one. That's coming from the north pans, and there's the one that's coming from the smaller south pans. See, right in the center of the screen there, that little green pipe. So yeah, it's supposed to be warm again end of the week, start of next week, so I might bring the water pump back out and set it back up just to get this emptied out again, because I'm not doubting by the time this is all said and done today and tomorrow, the water will be back up to these pipes again, and pretty well need these pipes to be exposed come springtime for the melt. So here's the unexpected side of what has happened as far as getting a whole pile of rain. Is I can no longer go spread manure on my brand new alfalfa stand, because the tractor and spreader would butcher that up absolutely terrible. 8/10 of rain, yeah, even going out there would be bad. So I had to find somewhere with turf, and I already spread on that field by the yard, the paddock that I was first in. Never expecting we were going to get an absolute downpour. So this is the next best one. This is an old pasture, and that's one of the new projects. I'm hoping this coming spring will be to fence this part, and where the cows are way down there. If I can stop here a second. Where you saw me spreading the bales, same field. fence this and that part away from the ravine and add this part back into that field. One of the reasons I want to do that is that fence is absolutely garbage now. It's pretty well done, needs to be torn out and started again, or torn out. But another problem we have is these old poplars. They're falling down in every direction, coming down the hay, coming down on the fence. So I want to get all those poplars and scrub all bulldozed. And then, once that fence is done and the cows are not in here, then I'm going to restart this tree row with my favourites, the Scots pine and cottonwoods. And then put the new fence back in. Still leaving this fenced off. That way this will be a field separate from the ravine, and we can treat it likewise. We can crop it, hay it, or graze it. So that's the game plan, and it won't hurt. This could do with a little bit of fertilizer on it, so that's where we're at. Just sucks because it's a bit of a long haul from the yard because I got to go round the road, and as you can tell by the tractor, with it being wet and muddy, yeah, it's gittery, as we say. So, still steamy. Lots of water flying down the ravine though. Good for next year. next one. Bit of an end of an era here. This is the last Caldwell Farms bale of crop straw. We sold the last of the hay last year to Cousin, and this is the very last straw bale that Caldwell Farms ever made, being used to bed down the pens of the first layer of matting for the year. So yeah, this is, what is that, 2 harvests ago. So 2021, or is this 2020? This is 2020 straw, wheat straw. Still looks good. Looks like crap here, but still looks good on the ground. So yeah,
sweet.